Let's dive into the standout female supporting characters in Squid Game 2. First up is contestant number 222, Kim Jun-hee, a pregnant woman and the ex-girlfriend of contestant 333, Lee Myong-gi. Jun-hee, in an effort to support her boyfriend, pours all her hard-earned savings into investing in his cryptocurrency scheme. Little did she know this decision would plunge her into a financial nightmare. Not only does she lose all her money, but she also ends up drowning in debt. To make matters worse, she's carrying the child of this deadbeat man. The actress playing Kim Jun-hee might surprise you. It's Jo Yuri from the Korean-Japanese girl group IZONE. With her adorable face and a uniquely husky voice, Yuri has always been the group's lead vocalist. But her talents don't stop at singing. She's incredibly versatile in her looks, like a chameleon. In a strapless top, she exudes a playful, sexy charm. In pink pajamas, she's the picture of a shy girlfriend. And in a white princess dress, she's the star of the night. Her portrayal of the pregnant Jun-hee marks a significant breakthrough in her acting career. Determined to clear her debts and provide a better life for her unborn child, Jun-hee grits her teeth and joins the Squid Game. Through these trials, she finally sees her ex-boyfriend for the scumbag he is and decisively cuts ties with him. She then takes the initiative to join Gi-hun's team. During the earlier red light green light game, Jun-hee notices Gi-hun's kind-hearted nature. She confides in him about her pregnancy, hoping he'll take pity on her and keep her close. After all, sticking with Gi-hun feels far safer than relying on her ex. Gi-hun's goal is to destroy the game, but he can't help but worry. Will someone as seemingly fragile as Jun-hee hold the team back? To everyone's surprise, Jun-hee emerges as a dark horse in the Squid Game. During the tile-flipping game, she's the first to step up. She knows that if she starts off poorly, it'll demoralize the team. But with a swift flick of her wrist, accompanied by a crisp snap, she flips the tile perfectly. It's a moment of pure skill and luck combined. Even her ex-boyfriend is stunned when he sees her return alive. Seeing her newfound competence, the ex shamelessly tries to win her back, promising to marry her after the game and be a father to their child. But Jun-hee isn't the love-struck fool she once was. She sees right through his scheme. He's only after her potential winnings. Without hesitation, she shuts him down with a single word: leave. Jun-hee's boldness is a turning point. If she can fully break free from her ex and focus on herself and her child, she might just survive the remaining 3 games and escape this hellish place. Another standout character is Jang Gyum-ja, an 80-year-old grandmother who's one of the most formidable players in Squid Game. She joins the Squid Game to pay off her good-for-nothing son's gambling debts, risking her life despite her age. At first, Gi-hun assumes she won't make it past the first game, but what he doesn't know is that this grandmother is a fighter at heart. She even hides a small knife in her hairpin. During the first game, as snipers take out players who move, Gyum-ja trembles in fear. But she quickly composes herself, staying perfectly still amidst the chaos and screams around her. Gi-hun organizes the group into a train-like formation, with stronger players shielding the weaker ones. Despite her own fear, Gyum-ja comforts the girl behind her, saying, "Don't be afraid. Stay close to me. I'll protect you." In the final seconds, she crosses the finish line with her son. Though her mental fortitude is strong, the game leaves her visibly shaken. On her knees, Gyum-ja pleads with the guards, begging them to let her and her son go. She promises to sell everything she owns to repay his debts, but the frontman ignores her pleas and pushes the game forward. Despite this, Gyum-ja remains kind-hearted, often helping others. For instance, when she sees the pregnant Jun-hee, she offers her own egg, saying, "Eat up for the baby. If you feel unwell, come to me." In the second game, 5-6 relay, Gyum-ja is tasked with catching stones. It's no easy feat. It requires incredible finger dexterity. The rules are simple. Toss 1 stone and catch 1, then toss 1 and catch 2, and so on for 5 rounds. At first, Gyum-ja is nervous, and her hands fumble. By the 3rd round, she's struggling. Her son reminds her, "Mom, you survived the gunfire of the Korean War. Are you really scared of these little stones?" Emboldened, she pushes through to the 5th round. In Squid Game, the final round of catching 5 stones is the hardest. Seeing Gyum-ja's fear, her son eggs her on. "Imagine these stones are the face of that woman Dad cheated with." Gyum-ja's fighting spirit ignites. With a shout of, "You bastard!" she tosses the stones and catches them all, completing the challenge. The room erupts in cheers. After the game, each player receives 150 million won, enough to cover her son's debts. Together, the mother and son now have 300 million won. But in a shocking twist, her son votes to continue the game. It turns out he still has 100 million won in unpaid debts. With no other choice, Gyumja prepares to fight on. In the arena, she's a true warrior, determined to pull her weight and not hold the team back. She even shows kindness to Hyunju, a transgender player, saying, "Everyone has the right to pursue beauty, even men." In Squid Game, there's a strict curfew at night, not even to use the bathroom. But Jun-hee, being pregnant, struggles with frequent trips to the bathroom due to the pressure on her bladder. That's when Gyumja steps up. She bravely confronts the guards, saying, "You know how it is with old age. I can't control my bladder. If you don't let me out, I'll just have to go right here." The guards, disgusted, have no choice but to open the door for them. Despite her kindness, Gyumja faces betrayal in the third game. Find your partner. When the announcer calls out the number 3, her son is supposed to run into the room with her, but halfway there, he's pulled away by another player. Gyumja stands there, stunned. She knows her son didn't fight back hard enough. After all, it's just the two of them. In this life-or-death moment, even family ties can't always be trusted. Thankfully, Gi-hun and Contestant 1 step in to help her. Yet, Gyumja doesn't blame her son. He's still her flesh and blood, and her soft heart might just be her only weakness. Now let's talk about one of the coolest women in Squid Game, Kang No-eul, a sniper for the guards. She's not a player, but a former North Korean soldier who defected to South Korea. During her escape, she was forced to abandon her child. Desperate for any lead on her child's whereabouts, she's recruited by the game organizers as a sniper. But don't let her cold exterior fool you. Kang No-eul isn't heartless. During the red light, green light game, she spares contestant 246, whose daughter is battling leukemia. Kang No-eul remembers the girl. She once drew her a picture when Kang No-eul was working as a part-time doll maker. As a mother herself, Kang No-eul can't bring herself to be too cruel. What's more, she ensures her shots are quick and precise, sparing players unnecessary pain. She's discovered that the game's overseer, Contestant 1, is secretly trafficking organs. Players who aren't completely dead are marked with a cross, packed into boxes, and sent to an incinerator, only to be dropped into a hidden space below. Kang No-eul, despite her role, holds on to her humanity. Next up is the most arrogant player in the game, Contestant 44, Seon-nyo. She tells Gi-hun, "The souls of the 455 players who died here 3 years ago still haunt you." And she's right. Gi-hun is tormented by the memories of the first Squid Game. Seon-nyo claims she can see the past and predict the future, even declaring herself the ultimate winner. During the first vote, she confidently chooses to continue the game, eyeing the 45.6 billion won prize. In the second game, 5-6 relay, no one wants to team up with the eccentric Seon-nyo. She arrogantly picks a group she thinks is weak, saying, "You should be begging to join me. With my divine guidance, losing is impossible." When time runs out, Hyunju, the transgender player, has no choice but to bring her into their team. The 5-6 relay game begins, and the first girl fails twice at flipping the tiles. Seon-nyo immediately lashes out, "I should have kicked you out, you're useless." Meanwhile, Gyumja struggles with the stone-catching task, and Seon-nyo berates her too. "Old woman, what are you even doing?" Before she can say more, Hyunju silences her. When it's finally Seon-nyo's turn, her teammates expect great things. After all, she talks a big game. But the moment she sees the bloodstains on the ground, she freezes. Her hands tremble as she tries to spin the top, but she can't get it right. Gyumja tries to comfort her, but Seon-nyo snaps, "Shut up! You're distracting me!" With only 1 minute and 9 seconds left, Seon-nyo prays to the heavens, "Please, gods, help me!" But just as she almost succeeds, her hands slip and the top falls. She breaks down, screaming, "The gods have abandoned us!" Hyunju, fed up, slaps her twice and warns, "If you give up now, I'll deal with you before the gods do." Seon-nyo finally pulls herself together, spinning the top just in time. Thanks to teamwork, their group survives. But Seon-nyo grows even more arrogant, claiming, "It's because of me that you're still alive." After the game, she curses her teammates, saying, "You'll all die here one by one." Her arrogance might just be her downfall in the next games. The final standout is Contestant 380, Simi. She's fearless, standing up to the strong and protecting the weak. In the 5-6 relay game, she surprises everyone by choosing Minsu as her teammate. Thanos, thinking they share a love for rap, tries to team up with her, but Sami insists on bringing Minsu along. After the game, Minsu is bullied by Thanos' lackeys, who force him to count the votes. Minsu doesn't dare disobey. He knows all too well how dangerous Thanos can be in a fight. Sammy steps in saying, "Don't you dare touch him, he's under my protection." Minsu becomes her loyal follower, asking, "Aren't you scared of them?" She replies, "In this place fear is useless," but her bravery comes at a cost. In the Find Your Partner game, when the number 3 is called, Thanos forces Simi and Minsu to play rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to enter the room. Instead of complying, Sami tries to leave with Minsu to find another teammate, but Minsu betrays her, choosing scissors and siding with Thanos. It's all because of Sami's words, "Fear is useless," that Minsu finds the courage to betray her. Later, during a clash between the red and blue teams, Sami is cornered. Minsu watches from the sidelines, doing nothing to save her. If she could go back, she'd never have saved this ungrateful traitor. This wraps up our deep dive into the standout female supporting characters of Squid Game 2. If there are other characters you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.